Ultimate Team revolves around packs. If you want to get good players, you need to be going through the various game modes and you need to be grinding as many packs as possible. Not to mention, it's incredibly fun because it is all entirely down to chance. You could theoretically do the bare minimum, go into a game mode, get the lowest possible reward and still get something amazing. But in order for you to really have the highest possible chance, you need to get as many packs as possible. And in today's video, I'm going to show you every possible way. But before we do get into the video, if you're really trying to push ahead in Ultimate Team, then there is no better place than U4GM. U4GM offers cheap, fast and reliable EAFC coins so that you don't need to dedicate hours upon hours every single day grinding. You can just buy the players that you want. Simply use the link in the description down below, select the platform you play on, how many coins you would like, and to make this deal even better, at checkout you can also use Fanatic to get a 10% discount. Not a 5, they've increased it. It is now 10%. Link can be found in the description down below. Now, let's get back into today's video. All the possible ways in which you can grind packs. Starting off, we have objectives. Now, objectives aren't strictly just for packs. You can actually get a variety of different rewards depending what the challenge is. You can get consumables, XP, various kits and club items, coins, players, and also packs. The best packs on offer are those which you can get within your seasonal rewards, mainly towards the higher end once you get close to rank 30 and beyond. But there'll also be challenges which require you to go through various other game modes, maybe do something in particular with certain players to score goals or get assists. And that is where you can get some really great stuff. We're talking 80 plus, 81 plus, 83 plus, potentially even an 85 plus. In some cases, you may even have an option, something that will give you quantity over quality, whereas others may give you quality over quantity. And that's where things get real interesting. And the cool thing is with objectives, they do link to the various other game modes, and this is where we can start to stack things. So let's actually talk about the game modes. Firstly, we have Rivals. Rivals is very simple to get rewards, and there's two different ways. Firstly, you have your weekly rewards. For this, you will need to get a minimum of 3 wins in order for you to qualify, but in order for you to get the best rewards for that week, you need 7 wins. If you are looking to go through the most efficient way with Ultimate Team, we have already recorded a video here on this channel, and it does suggest that you should only be aiming to get 7 wins, and then at that point, there's not much reason for you to carry on playing Division Rivals unless you're needing the qualification points to enter into the Champions playoffs. You're welcome to watch that video after you finish this one. With your weekly Division Rival rewards, you can get slightly better packs by being promoted to a higher division. And at the end of every single week, with this, you also have an option. Option 1, tradable packs. Option 2, untradable, but you get twice as many. And option 3 is a mix in that you get tradable rewards, but you don't get as many. However, you will get coins as a bonus. The choice here is entirely up to you. And for me, I normally go for untradable. And with Division Rivals, there's another layer to this and a second way to get packs, and that is through your seasonal milestones, where it doesn't require you to get wins, it just requires you to play games, 20, 50, and 90 within a season. We did briefly mention it, but by going through Division Rivals, you will get qualification points, and that's where you can go into the Champions. Champions is broken down into 2 sections. You have the Champions Playoff and the Champions Final. The Champions Playoff will be the first stage which you must enter, and for every single win that you get, you'll be rewarded with 4 points. Every loss, you're rewarded with 1 point. And quite simply, you need to get as high of a rank as possible. The higher the rank, the better the reward. Once you get 20 points, alongside being gifted packs, you'll also be gifted a qualification token, which will allow you into the Champions Final. And out of everything that we're going to talk about within this video, the Champions Final is the most rewarding. You can get direct player packs, which will give you a guaranteed player above a certain rating. You'll get a variety of packs based on the rank that you've been able to achieve. You'll get XP, you'll get coins, and you'll get qualification points to go back into your Division Rivals so that you don't need to complete as many games. If you only have a limited time, it's highly recommended that you go through Division Rivals and Champions. these are the best. If you have more time, then there's other game modes such as squad battles. Squad battles can be rewarding, and this year EA have reduced the amount of time that it takes in order for you to complete a game. So it's more profitable than it has ever been before. However, you are playing against AI, so the rewards aren't as good. It's also on a slightly different system in that the reward structure are based on percentages of the overall community and the points that they've been able to earn. So in order for you to get Elite 1, you need to be in the top 3% of everyone who gained points through squad battles. That could be around 40 to 50,000 points every single week. If you're not looking to spend as much time in squad battles, you could always go over to Moments. Moments doesn't get as much attention when it comes to content, and it's also got a completely different structure in that this is the only game mode that does not reward you with coins. Instead, you're rewarded with stars. You don't even complete a full game. You will be completing various challenges, and sometimes these challenges will only last a couple minutes, if not even less than that. But at the end of every single challenge, you'll be rewarded with a star. That star can then be used within the star gallery, which requires you to have a certain amount of stars for you to unlock a pack. Now, in a lot of cases, when going over to your seasonal rewards, if you just head over there and select the first few packs, they're terrible. You'll get consumables, tifos, and it's really not worth it. However, if you go all the way to the right, that is where you'll find packs which require you to get 30, 40, 50, maybe even more stars, and those tend to be the best. The cool thing with Moments is that these rewards are also tradable. The final game mode worth talking about is Draft. With Draft, you'll need to spend 15,000 coins or 300 FC points to enter, and you'll have an option to play online or single player. If you're good at this game, definitely go into online, you'll be able to get much better rewards. However, if you're someone that's not as confident, but you still want to play with amazing players as you get to build your very own team out of a selection of players, then it's still worth going into single player. Single player is the exact same as what it used to be, in that it doesn't matter what difficulty you select because you're rewarded the same bracket of rewards at the end. So you could put this on the lowest possible difficulty and still get similar packs. As long as you are able to get to the final round, you will be able to profit because you will be able to get the coins from each game itself. And even if it's the lowest bracket of the reward you get for completing the final, you should still be able to discard them to break even. And with all of those game modes that we just mentioned, it's worth stacking them with those objectives, which is what we first started to talk about. If you see objectives which require you to play with a certain nationality or score goals with a certain league, build your team around that. That way you get the packs from the game mode itself and also the objectives. But with all of this, it's still not the best way to get packs. That's where we move over to squad builder challenges, also known as SBCs. EA pushes more content to SBCs than anything else. There is a ridiculous amount of challenges to play for. If you were to complete every single one, you'll actually make a loss because of the amount of players which are added to SBCs. You don't get packs, instead you get players. However, if you are grinding packs and looking to make profit, there are some which are guaranteed profit, so to speak. There's not actually a section called that, but if you complete these for a fair price, you're going to be in the money. The first one is Foundation SBCs. You'll need to complete Foundation 1 to unlock everything within SBCs, but most people don't do Foundation 2 to 5. But if you do them, you will be able to profit because in most cases it requires you to put in just a few players, but will reward you with a full bronze, silver, or even gold player pack. Another one similar to this is the advanced SBCs. These are more difficult. You'll need to go through the hybrid leagues, hybrid nations, and league and nation hybrid. The rewards are untradeable. However, since SBCs have been a thing, and with the many accounts that I've created, there has not been a single account where I have not received an amazing player from these. Someone that can really carry and build my team, and that saves me from having to buy that player off the transfer market to use in my team. If you're looking for more tradable rewards, there is always marquee matchups. You do get a variety of these depending on what other games and competitions are being played within real life, but typically there's some type of marquee matchups every single week. And if you complete these, even if you have to buy every single player for every challenge, you will still be able to break even at the very least. In most cases, you will be able to make profit. And then finally, there is also upgrade SBCs. At all times, there will be the bronze, silver, and gold, but occasionally there are also rating upgrades. 78 plus, 81 plus, 83 plus, and potentially an 85 plus. These are all worth going for. And this is absolutely everything in terms of gameplay and even menu play to grind packs. There are a few other ways though. These are not as common and not for every single player. You can head over to the store, in which you can either use FC points or coins to buy into them. I do not recommend using your coins because it is extremely unlikely that you'll be able to profit unless you are going to be using your coins to go through the bronze pack method by buying a 750 coin bronze pack, selling the players that do sell, and storing the rest of your club, which can be used for those SBCs that we just mentioned. This is only worth doing if you're going to buy FC points. If you're not looking to open packs like this with coins or FC points, it's still worth heading over to the store because you can get a free preview pack. Now, the preview pack is only 7,500 coins, and it's unlikely that you're going to get anything good, but there's probably about 10 times every single year where you will be able to get a player from that pack which pays and even profits from the pack itself, in which it's worth buying that pack just to list that player into the transfer market and then going back through and previewing the next one. There will be times where EA does push some packs which are insanely cheap. There will be occasions at some point this year where EA will release packs for an incredibly low price. These are for special occasions and only happens a few times every single year, but during those times you'll be able to buy a single pack for about 10 coins to 100 coins. It's most likely going to be untradeable. You're not going to be able to get anything too crazy from it, maybe some common gold players. However, still worth going for. It'll be a very low price. You can also receive packs by being part of various EA live streams and events. Sometimes this will be a straight out pack reward. It may in some cases be a variety between how much time you spend or even just by chance between players, coins, various kit unlocks and club items, or even packs. And in some cases, it may be that you'll be given a token which can then be redeemed as an SBC if you collect enough of them. And alongside this, finally, you can get a few times, this is probably the rarest of them all, but a few times, EA will gift you something. We used to have a thing years ago called Foot Birthday, which was a big event. It hasn't been as big in recent years, and probably not considering it's called Foot Birthday and they've dropped the FIFA name. Maybe we could get an Ultimate Team birthday, who really knows? But this is incredibly rare, but occasionally, sometimes, EA will gift you packs. And it may even be rarer this year because EA didn't even give loyalty bonuses at the start of Ultimate Team, which is what they used to do. So don't try and build your whole Ultimate Team just waiting for EA to gift you, because it's unlikely it's going to happen, and it's also unlikely that you will get anything good. But there's a very, very small chance, and that's why it's included as part of this list. Anyway, this is absolutely every single way in which you can get packs within Ultimate Team. If you're interested in how you can earn coins through Ultimate Team, which is more of my preference, then I highly recommend clicking the video on screen. That video is similar to this one, except now we're going to show you every possible way that you can make potentially millions of coins.